Welcome to Battle Truth and my point of view. I don't know you, so I'm not a hater. I could only give you the facts that's written on these papers. And since we have no dealings, therefore the court can care less about your feelings. I'm the Honorable Malachi Markillian, your presiding judge, chairman and spokesperson for the One United Front. You are my witnesses and jury. You may be seated. Court is now in session. Let's talk about it. Okay, I just got through watching an interview on 15 Minutes of Fame. Shouts out to Uncle Rod and them over there doing their thing. He did an interview with Murder Mook. He just released, and Murder Mook opened up about the Tay Rock situation and the Dot Mob situation. And Mook had a lot of things to say. It was a lot of sneak dissing going on in there, and a lot of things were just blatant and direct. And I'm going to touch on some of that. So Uncle Rod was asking them the question as far as like Dot Mob and what's going on with some of the members, and Mook began to touch on these situations. He spoke and said, one thing he said, and this is crazy because it's the same thing that happened when he was asked about K-Shine. It's K-Shine Dot Mob. And it's funny that when people beating around the bush, I guess Mook got to be the one to come forward to let it be clearly understood that no, I guess not. One of the things Mook said that made a lot of sense, and it was this. If you got to ask if a person something, then that alone speaks for itself. Wow. Okay. Concerning Tay Rock, this is what he said. He said, he don't understand how Tay Rock could say he only saw him twice when he was there for a lot of the things that, a lot of stuff Tay Rock was involved in. He was there through a lot of that. Why would he say that? He also goes on to say, and if you're saying I only saw you twice, then I couldn't have done nothing to you, so what's the reason for distancing yourself for? Mook, that sounded good, but it don't really sound good. Let me tell you why. That was stupid in itself what you said, even though I know what you're trying to say. Why would you say if he said he only saw me twice, that meant I couldn't have did nothing to him, so why would he distance himself from us? It don't take a person to see you twice to feel the vibe, ain't right? Ain't that what the stick up me and them do? See you one time, rob you, and take your stuff? What makes you think that a person got to be in your company 9, 8 times, 10 times to get a vibe of you, a certain feel of you, to know that you ain't feeling it? No, man. Look, I can see you once and already know I don't want to see you again. I could be in your circle for 5 minutes and know that this is not the company I want to keep or be around. So I know what you meant, but no, Mook. No. Slap yourself for that. Yeah, but he said, if you saw me twice, that meant I ain't do nothing to you. Man, people see each other one time, 5 minutes, and it's on and popping. Please. But I get what you're trying to say, I guess. Speaking about Tay Rock distancing himself from Dot Mob. He said, people use Dot Mob as an umbrella and a springboard on other platforms to use the resources that Dot Mob got available. And that for the most part, it was built for that. But Dot Mob consists of 2 different cliques. It's the Dot Mob of the people who grew up together as family. That family ain't never going nowhere. Then it's the Dot Mob where battle rappers come on board that Rex, for the most part, was controlling and bringing people in the fold. He goes on to say, just because Rex brought you in, that don't mean that I'm cool with you because Rex brought you in. I don't know you and I don't co-sign none of these dudes. You got to get to know me. You have to build a rapport up with me. So just thinking Rex bringing you into the fold don't mean that we cool with you. Yeah, that's what this brother's saying. Right. He also goes on to say, if he was feeling some type of way about Rex not performing or doing well, that was the perfect time for him to build up the banner and hold the flag. Rather than trying to distance himself from them. Wow. You know, the crazy thing about that is, didn't you do the same thing though, Mook? Then when Rex wasn't so-called performing well, didn't you release a diss track? You called it for motivation. This gonna motivate him to do better in the shine battle. So much for your little motivation. So much for thinking that was gonna work. Because we saw what happened in that battle. You should have dropped the CD then rather than a single. Man, you did the same thing. When Rex wasn't performing well, you released a diss song on the man. So he said, why is Tay-Rock distancing himself from Rex when Rex ain't doing so well right now? That ain't real. Then he goes on to say, we was co-signing you. Rex was there co-signing you before you was even anybody. Bigging you up. I always big you up also, doing the same thing. That's what he was saying. I big him up. I always said Tay-Rock the best. I always said he the hottest in the game. We always was bigging him up, co-signing him. Rex was too. All the time. So where are you now when it's time for when he going through something? Shots fired. Shots fired. Yeah. Man, this battle should have been went down. I'm going to keep it real, man. This battle should have been booked, went down. Let it happen, man. Let it happen. Because it's long overdue, fam. Shots fired. I wonder if Tay-Rock gonna respond. Or he just gonna act like he ain't hear that. He ain't really too vocal. He don't really do too many interviews. He talk on Twitter a lot. He talk a whole lot on Twitter. But when he talk on that keyboard need a muzzle on it. He be talking a lot on that keyboard. But I wonder, what is he going to say publicly after seeing that part of that interview that was directed towards him? Mook be letting brothers have it, man. Mook be coming out like, they like to ask him that question when he see people falling off like, hey, is Sean Mob? No, he's not. Is Tay-Rock Mob? Look, if you got to ask that question, then what does that say? I feel you, Mook. You either in or you not, man. This ain't double dutch. You can't jump in and out. You can't jump in and you either in or out. That's why gangs used to jump people in. They didn't want people wasting their time, man. You in or not? You saying you in? Okay. Let us know you really in and you ain't just finna waste our time, use us or play no game. Get your mouth bust. So in games, they jump brothers in so they won't waste their time. Then you get out the same way you got in. You sure you want to leave? You sure? Well, put them groceries down, fam. We got the beat on you for a minute. I guarantee you, it wouldn't be brothers volunteering to get in and won't accuse themselves. I know, he wish he could take it all back. It ain't too late. It ain't too late to pay a brother a visit and give him the fade. I don't know. With that being said, man, this battle truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Shots fired. Murder Mook take shots at Rock. Let them know what you did wasn't a stand-up guy. What you did, fam. You said you was a part of something. Then when the going got tough, you distanced yourself from the mob. But like he said, if you have to ask that question, it speaks for itself. Subscribe to Battle Truth, 1UF. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Now we wait on a response for Rock.